Oh boys, here it is, the return of the legendary Cabbage Man. Some say he's so powerful that he can carry a Dim's bulwark in one hand. Some say he's so powerful that the Entrana monks don't even ask him to remove his armour when he visits their island. Some say that the legendary Cabbage Man once played a game of gnome ball and got a lifetime ban for murdering 2 gnomes. Some say he once bought a samurai top for 1 GP, and I've even heard some people say that he took down the Nightmare of Ashihama with just cabbages as food. We don't know what's true about the Cabbage Man, but we know that he is an absolute unit. In today's episode we have got a lot of gains, a lot of progress, and we are working towards unlocking some armour so legendary that I have never seen it in old school RuneScape. I'm of course talking about the green Admiral outfit. But before we jump into all that juicy progress, today's video actually has a sponsor. I know, how cool is that? Today's video is sponsored by Monster Legends. For any of you guys who don't know, Monster Legends is a free to play mobile game that works on both Android and iOS. In this game you try to collect a team of monsters from the hundreds of available monsters and level them up. You can feed them to make them stronger, make them evolve, and then take them into battle and completely wreck some stuff. If you have some mates, you can fight them in real time in PvP, or you can take on the dungeons or the adventure map. The adventure map's kind of like a campaign with bosses and all. It's pretty sweet. There's weekly events to discover and play through, and you can find a load of your other big YouTubers in here. There's a breeding centre where you can breed any monster with any other monster, which I find pretty funny. Doesn't matter where they came from, and it will give you out another egg that you can hatch, which is pretty cool. It means you can get loads of different monsters pretty easy. I got a couple there, leveled them up and made it to the first boss. He's like a big fire monkey. He completely shredded me though, so I'll have to try him again later on. If this game looks like your cup of tea, download it using the link in the description. You get a ton of free stuff. You get 50,000 free food, 300,000 free gold, and an epic monster called Corey. I think that's pronounced right, Corey. This wee ninja dude anyway, she looks pretty sweet. If you guys want to check it out, use that link and you'll be flying. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy that. Let's crack on with the video. Oh boys, have a look at that. When I started this 20% only series, I thought I would never be able to get any good gear, but we now have almost a max tier 70 setup. We don't have an Armadillo crossbow, but we did manage to make the rune crossbow in the last episode, and we got super lucky with the Guthics kite shield. But look at that for a range bonus, plus 170. All that's missing is the chaps and the vamps, and we will be sitting pretty sweet on range. So our range setup is looking pretty juicy, but our melee setup is lacking. We do have the samurai, and that is awesome, but we've got no Barrow's armor yet. So in today's video we're going to be unlocking some armor. I know it's a bit of a meme that I'm unlocking cosmetic armor for PVM, but there's actually some logic in it. I want to unlock the green Admiral outfit because it looks awesome and I've never seen it in game before. I've seen the black one, and I think I've seen a few times the purple one, but I've never seen anybody in the green Admiral outfit. So we're going to unlock this gear because it's a bit of a meme. It looks super cool, it is super rare, but that's not actually the main reason. The main reason is we want to do PVM in the most punishing, grueling way possible, and that is with Fashionscape gear on. With no defensive bonuses, we'll get completely wrecked if our prayers are wrong, so we'll have to become insanely good at prayer flicking, and that's just going to be massive in this account. Later on we need to do the Inferno, we need to do Fire Capes, and we need to do God Wars and all that kind of stuff, and to do that on this account we're going to have to be super good at prayer flicking. So there is some logic in unlocking this gear, but it is probably a 16-hour grind we could probably skip. But we're going to do it anyway, just for the fun of it. So yeah, let's crack on with the grind to unlock the green Admiral outfit. I think we have to smash out like 9 quests, a load of skilling, and then like 8 to 10 hours of trouble brewing. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump in to today's progress. And here it is boys, first level of the video, level 73 range coming in. It's not a level we need for quests or anything, but I just wanted to test out my new shiny rune crossbow over at Barrows. Successfully completed 1 Barrows chest. I don't know if we count that as a boss, but we do want to kill every single boss in the game, so thought why not smash out some Barrows anyway, and there we go, full Barrows brothers slaughtered. Let's crack on. I don't know why everybody hates runecrafting. I think it's the best skill in the game. Running about here with the monkey sword looking like I'm needing a poop, and we smashed out level 55 runecrafting. I'd actually ran out of law runes and need a few of these before to do the quests. Yeah, just spent like an hour here getting a few of them. Let's crack on with some quests, I think. Is that what we're going to do now? I don't know. Let's see what we do anyway. Mr. Poopy Butthole. Mr. Poopy Butthole. Wait, was that recording? Boys, we just got something massive on the account. I've been trying to buy this thing for weeks, and it's finally come in. It says 17 hours there, but this is like the 5th time I've put an offer in for a Torag's Helm Zero, and it is finally filled. I actually thought this would fill ages ago because nobody buys the Torag's Helm Zero. If you repair it and then try to sell the regular hem, you'll lose money. So I think it's just people buying them to alk, but then there's a really low buy limit on them anyway. So I thought it would come in ages ago, but it is finally filled, and this is a massive helm on the account. At the minute, our best in slot helm is a, what is it called, a rock shell helm, which is like a rune full helm. So we just went from tier 40 all the way up to tier 70 in one upgrade. I do need to head over and repair it, so I'm going to do that real quick. And there it is, boys. Torag's helm, tier 70 helm in the account, and I think this might be our best helm ever in this account. I can't think of any other ones that might buy. Maybe a Varax helm, but look at that thing. Plus 55s. Absolutely awesome tank helm to have in the account. That is going to be sick. If we can get our hands on any other borrows like top and legs, we're just going to be a bit of a beast. Like, look at the stat difference there. I need to go and get the full helm to show you the difference actually. One sec. Ah, boys, look at this. Plus 32 range bonus higher. It over doubles the defensive bonuses of the Isle Rock Shell helm, which is pretty awesome. That has made my day. We're going to be a bit of a tank in this account. Samurai top and legs are actually pretty good. Like, this here would be a decent setup, but if we can get some borrows top and legs, it will be awesome. But yeah, that is just sick to have in the account. It's a bit of a jump forward in time there. It's been like 3 days since the last clip. I've just been smashing out some Nightmare Zone. Got ourselves 87 strength, 77 attack, and maybe a defense level, not too sure. But we just bought something that I was super excited about when I seen it. I'm like, hell yeah, Dragon Hast on the account for 8.5k. That is massive. For any of you guys who don't know, this thing is an attack speed of 2.4 seconds, so it's actually way better than my Granite Longsword. So it sounds like a new best in slot weapon, but actually cannot use it yet. You need to do Otto's training to do that, and to complete that bit where it has to, you actually have to kill a load of myth dragons, which I don't think I can do yet. So yeah, it will be good later on, but we cannot use it right now. 88 strength coming in on the 20% only account with the Granite Longsword, which is pretty sweet. My Long Combat spikes have stopped buying. I think people seen them in the last video and now are like buying them for a bit cheaper than me. They were pretty crazy. You could buy them for 810 and then cut them into 6 things. It sells for like 600 each. So you could end up getting like 10 mil per hour crafting them after they'd all bought. But yeah, nothing was buying. Updated all my offers, left it for a day, and then we got something massive in the account. Check this out. Oh boys, you love to see it. Ancient D'hide chaps finally bought. I've been trying to buy all the chaps for the past few days, and there it is, 64k. These things are over 300k mid. We managed to snag a pair for 64k. That is awesome. We now have the tier 70 shield, tier 70 helm, tier 70 body, and finally the chaps. We are still stuck in tier 50 vamps. We've not been able to buy the black D'hide vamps or the spiky D'hide vamps, but I'm sure some of them will buy in time, and we now have all the other pieces, which is pretty awesome. Ended up repairing my Krill's Coif as well, just so I have the option there, but don't know if it's better in any other places. With the Guthix one, you get +1 prayer bonus, and prayer is pretty important in this account. With the Krill's Coif, you get +2 in all defensive stats, so maybe there might be some places where the Krill's Coif will be better. One episode for gear upgrades, got some massive ones so far, but not enough progress in this episode yet, so we're going to do a quest montage right here for you guys. Kicking things off with Pirate Treasure quest completed, then we head over and smashed out Big Chompy Bird Hunting. Then we head over and done Jungle Potion, and then a bit of a longer one, we done Zorg Flesh Eaters. This one's actually pretty interesting. It unlocked a shop that sells bowstring for under 20%, so we now get some bowstring. Then we head over and smashed out Rum Deal, which gave us 7,000 prayer XP, which is pretty awesome, and a Holy Wrench, and level 50 prayer, so loads of big things coming out of that one. Holy Wrench will be pretty useful on this account. We're making some pretty awesome progress towards unlocking Trouble Brewing. We got up to the last quest, Cabin Fever, and looked at the requirements. You need level 50 smithing to do that quest, and we only have level 38, and we only have access to one smithing training method, bronze bars from the Shanty Pass. So this I thought was going to take like 16 hours to get to the full set of armor unlocked. Now we're going to have to spend like 16 hours just smithing bronze bars. Maybe not that bad, maybe like 10 actually. But yeah, this is going to be pretty slow. Let's crack on. Oh boys, this is extremely slow. There's no way we're doing this up to level 50. There's level 39 smithing, then we got most of the way up to level 40, and I decided to try a really strange smithing training method. I can remember seeing that you get a little bit of smithing XP every single time you repair these wheels over at Motherlode Mine. Now I wasn't sure if this would be any good, but I came over here, tested it out, and oh my god, it is awesome. It's not a good smithing training method, but compared to bronze bars, it is insane. You get about 58 XP per repair, and there's 2 in most worlds. Some worlds have none, but most worlds have 2, which is pretty awesome. Like 118 XP per hop. So yeah, we smashed out level 40 smithing, and then we stayed here for a couple of hours. Smashed out all the way from level 40 2 level 50 smithing. We could actually stopped at level 49 and got a boost though, +1 boost. There's some beer that does that. But being the big brain that I am, completely forgot that that beer existed and smashed out all the way up to level 50. Wasn't too bad though, 49 to 50 only took another like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. But here it is boys, last repair and we have done it. Level 50 smithing on the account. We can now go and do cabin fever quest. That took much longer than expected, but it's good to have it out of the way. Here we go boys, final quest in the list. Cabin fever has been started. Went on we adventure with our boy Bill Teach and we completed the final quest, cabin fever. We can now access the island of Mossley Harmless, but more importantly than that, we can now start the real grind. All that stuff that we just done was like a grind to start the real grind. But yeah, now we can do some trouble brewing and we can start working our way towards this armor. Boys, went over to start my first game and actually need to get 4 more cooking levels. Need to go up to level 40 cooking, but there's actually a fishing shop over here that sells a load of cheap fish. It sells these here raw shrimp for next to nothing, so we actually have a good cooking training method. It's not very fast, but we will be able to get up to level 40. Boys, we are finally in the waiting room for trouble brewing and there's actually nobody here. I think I need to hop to a different world or something. Anyway, do you ever have a really good idea or what you think is a really good idea? And then when you start working towards it, you realise it's a terrible idea, but you're too committed now, so you have to carry on. That's definitely not what's happening here. I've just been looking into how long this will take, and apparently the scoring system in trouble brewing is completely broken. You can actually play the minigame, run around and mix some rum, and that'll take you like a few minutes per piece of rum, and it'll give you 2 points, right? Or you can just make a bucket of water, which takes a few seconds, and that will give you 1 point. So apparently the best way to get points in trouble brewing is just to put 100 buckets of water into the coffer, and that gives you 100 points per game, which makes this really easy to calculate, because I need 2,500 points for the full set and you get 100 points per game, which means we need to complete 25 games of trouble brewing. Alright, that'll be pretty super easy then. 25 games, 20 minutes a game plus a few minutes in the waiting room. I'll catch you guys in about 10 or 11 hours, no problem. See you then. There it is boys, job done. We can go back to fixed. Trouble brewing's actually better and resizable. You can click between the buckets and the hopper much easier, less distance for your mouse to travel. Anyway, we just completed a 10-hour grind. We now have enough pieces of 8 to buy the full naval outfit. I thought it was called Admiral. I've been calling it Admiral for the last like 3 videos. It's called Naval, and we can now get the full green naval outfit, arguably the rarest armor or gear, whatever you want to call it, in old school RuneScape. Now I say that because I have never seen anybody wear this green set. I have seen people in the black, I've seen people in the purple, but never the green naval outfit. So here it is, history being made in old school RuneScape. Full naval outfit on budget Bekt. Have a look at that. Probably the first person to ever wear a cabbage shield, a cabbage cape, and the owl full set of green naval. It is cosmetic, and I'm not sure about the hat. I do love my owl goggles from a poor sheen of interest. But there it is boys, full green naval outfit. Our new bossing setup has been achieved on the account, and what better way to celebrate than to head over and wreck some bosses. So whenever we killed the Nightmare of Ashihama in the previous video, back when we were 69 combat with no protection prayers, it was pretty sweet, but it was a hollow victory. We didn't deal enough damage to get the owl kill. So what we're going to do is head straight over to the Nightmare of Ashihama and slap her in her cosmetic gear. See how that goes. You spend months training in old school RuneScape to max out your stats. You achieve some of the best gear in the game and you head over to take on the Nightmare of Ashihama 817 combat beast, one of the hardest bosses in the game, and you put in all that effort and then you come over here to fight her and you spot this dude with his cabbage cape, his cabbage shield, full cosmetic gear and a dragon cane stepping up to the plate. And these guys are probably thinking, oh, this is going to be funny, this dude's going to get completely ripped to pieces. And I don't blame them for thinking that. They obviously don't know that Cabbage Man is an absolute unit. Cabbage Man doesn't get destroyed by the Nightmare of Ashihama. He walks in there and wrecks her so bad in the first kill that he's got supplies left over for a second. Not only that, he still had 20 cabbages left at the end of the second kill. So if he wanted, he probably could have done a 3-kill trip. Cabbage Man's a bit of a unit. Was running low on the Owl Death Runes though, so I'm going to have to craft some of them for the next Owl Nightmare trip. If I manage to pull an item in a mass in this setup, it's going to be hilarious. These Max Beans won't know what to do. Anyway, we're going to end this video here. It has been a bit of a weird one, but we have had some pretty awesome upgrades. We got the Torag's Helm out of the way, we got the Ancient Chaps, and we unlocked this cosmetic gear. We probably didn't need to do the cosmetic gear, but I think it's pretty cool. It means Cabbage Man is instantly recognizable in old school RuneScape. There's not going to be many people wearing this setup. Pretty cool. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, consider hitting some of them buttons below, whacking a wee comment in for the IL algorithms. And once again, massive thank you to today's sponsor, Monster Legends. If any of you guys want to check them out, link will be at the top of the description. If you download it using that link, you get loads of free stuff. I'll catch all you guys in the next video very soon. Take it easy. Bye.